Welcome, everybody, to the latest installment of the Waku Vibe Code stream. I am Chair. Joining me is Waku Lead, Frank. Hello, Frank. How are you?
Hey, good. I'm good. How are you?
I am great. What is our plan today?
Yeah, I'm very. I'm getting pumped thanks to the music. All right. Um, I had discussion in the past, in the context of getting project to use Waku. We had discussion in the past with several intent network projects, and today I want to showcase that Waku can be used for such projects. So the intent network I'm aware of that I've become looking a bit into are CowDAO and our CowSwap is a project and Anoma from Consensus, I believe. So just to kind of give you context, what is the intent? So the way I see it, right? Let's say the scope here is the user wants to swap tokens across multiple chains, right? So let's say I have some USDC on Base and I have some ETH on Linear, and I'd like to acquire some USDT on Arbitrum and some USDT as well on Optimism, right? So multi-chain, multi-coin. And so the question is, as a user, or the kind of solution here, or the USP here is that, okay, as a user, I just want to say what I want, what I have, and get the best price, right? As you can imagine, there is many ways to do that, right? You could, because there's many, so each project has different bridge available. There is different bridge available between different chains. So what is the best solution here for you to get as much money, as much possible? And so CowSwap, allows that. You can, I believe it is multi-chain and multi-token. And so the way CloudSwap works from last time I discussed with one of the community contributors was you, as a user, so you say what you want and what you have. Your wallet probably knows what you have, right? But you say what you want. And it's being sent. So I think the architecture may have changed on their side, but it used to be sent to like a centralized coordinator, I think called the pilot. And then it forwards that to a number of solvers. More kind of decentralized each solvers being, anyone could run the software, configure, implement it as they want and configure it. And then the solver comes back and say, here's my solution. And then they used to pick a second best solution and then commit that on chain and make it happen for the user. All right. So what we're trying to say here is that the user wants to swap token across different tokens, across different chains. It's complex to do that because you have to go on use different bridge and wait for those. So what we're saying is that hey, here's my problem. Here's my swaps I want to do. And then there is a decentralized market of solvers that can look at your problem, propose a solution, and the best win or second best win, depending on the rules, right? So that's why I think Waku could be quite useful, right? So you could push the solution open on the Waku network, and then solvers can go and look at the solution, propose a solution, probably in a private manner so that they don't try to undercut each other, on this specific one. And then the user can take that and push it on chain, something like that, right? Of course, we're doing a proof of concept here. I'm sure I am missing, it's not my expertise, so I'm sure I'm missing a lot of things here in terms of what can happen and why did CloudSwap use the second best solution, not the best solution? I don't really know. So I'm sure there's a lot of caveats. So that's one thing. And the other thing is we applied for a Stellar grant, and we are so in the round 38 of the Stellar community grant. Because I think it's interesting for Stellar, especially around DeFi. They have humanitarian aid project as well. I see a number of projects where Waku could help either with policy or with resilience, potentially censorship resistance. So I thought, okay, but let's play with Stellar. And so what I'm thinking is let's do web app. And for now, we're just going to assume that the origin chain, we start from some Stellar tokens. I've got some testnet token on Stellar, and the target chain can be linear because I have some testnet tokens on linear as well. So, all right. Yeah, let's see what happens. Okay,
All right.
so yeah.
Sounds good. Private.
Any questions so far? What do you think, Aaron? Do you have a question that maybe the audience will have the same questions as you?
The first thing that came to mind is the solvers will be broadcasting their offers privately. Will the swaps themselves be private? This sounds similar to the Railgun broadcasting the intent, and the solver picking it up. But will the actual transaction on chain be private in this instance, or is that out of scope?
No, I think no, it's not out of scope. So the similarity with Railgun is that we are using Waku as a neutral medium to exchange information where you have competitors in the network, right? So whenever you have a peer-to-peer network and you want, it's like kind of a mesh in the way that you want data to be propagated through the network, you do have to think about what are the incentive for each node to forward the data or not forward the data, right? And so what's interesting here is that Waku is being agnostic and neutral to the specific application, right? The idea is that you have Waku network and it can be different application. You can use that. We can use Waku as this neutral medium, If you were trying to say, okay, I'm going to have a peer-to-peer network of servers and just the servers on the peer-to-peer network, on the network layer, and push data, then each node as a server, you might want to, delay a bit before message gets propagated or something like that. You may have some competition to be like, well, actually, I want, I don't want the servers to serve this before me, right? Because there's also a time component to that. So it's similar to Railgun in this way. As difference that in Railgun, the broadcaster, in Railgun, the problem is simpler. It's more like, okay, I want to push transaction on chain in a private manner. So the broadcaster broadcast their prices for a given chain and what tokens they are happy to be paid in. So the user wallet can just filter based on the chain of the user and what token he has in his wallet, and then select the price and then send it privately over Waku in a encrypted manner to the selected broadcaster. So this is the negotiation phase is much simpler for Railgun. Whereas here, the user comes with a problem, right? The user has a complex multi-chain, multi-coin swap to do. So it comes with a complex problem, broadcast it to the Waku network, and then the server needs to take this problem, provide a solution, and then give solution to the user, and then needs to go on chain, right? So I don't know if I'm going to go quite naive. I mean, we see when we get. I think we end with the smart contract part because I feel like let's get with Waku part because I think I can do something with that. The smart contract part would be harder, so I will leave it maybe in the second section a bit later in the stream. I think what would be interesting is can we build something where the server signs enough, can sign enough things, has bundles that the user can push it on chain. That'd be interesting. So the user can just, the user can select the best solutions they want and then push it on chain. But I'm probably being naive here. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe it'd be something where the user can just say to the server, oh, yes, do it, and then the server does it. Yeah.
Makes sense. I have faith.
Yeah, I see. So, all right. So the component. So we're going to start with. The first step we're going to do is start with web app. I think very Uniswap-like, where the user can probably connect their wallet so they can see what tokens they have, and they can choose the swap they want to do. Right now, the swap will be very restricted because I have a number of limited test token on testnet chains. And then we send that over Waku, and then we have a second software. We're going to just do like a simple Node.js kind of backend node, which will be the solver. I need to be able to listen to problems, listen to swap problems, and then do some calculations, and then come back with a solution, right? So yeah, let's try that. So let's take a look at how to start the project. All right. So we are building an intent app. Yeah, let's describe this functionality. A user can select tokens and chains to swap from and into on the web interface similar to Uniswap. The intended swap is then broadcast over Waku. We have, okay, I'm going to go plan mode. So we have a server software, a Node.js node backend that listens to intent and propose solutions. What bridge to use. Yeah, the web app / user, then select the best solution and ask to proceed. Okay. Start with that. Down technology, I think we're going to go. So I've opened the Stellar documentation here on my other screen. We're talking about React in this specific documentation I have. So I shall be looking, yeah, so Node.js and React. That's my contract stuff. Okay, it's again code base, but yes, there's no code base. It's empty here. Okay. No, we are in the wrong.
Oh God.
I think I'm in the wrong repo here. You guys, yeah, we're in the wrong repo. I was wondering. All right. Restarting. I was wondering why he was looking at code. There's no code here. There's no code. Okay. I share the link actually on the Twitter feed of the docs, Stellar docs I'm looking at. All right, so we're reading an intent.
XYZ in the chat is asking, what are you doing? Cross-chain swaps via Stellar and Waku is the mission, as the title might suggest.
Yeah. Exactly. Okay. All right. Sorry. Okay. Yes, cross-chain swap. So, it's intent, right? User wants to do cross-chain swap, and we have several solvers that are going to propose solutions to this swap. Okay, so let's try again. Work. Sorry, we didn't internet to work. Okay, yeah, all right. Application. There are several components. A React web app. Where a user can connect their wallet. So React web app where a user can connect a wallet and select a cross-chain swap they want to do, similar to Uniswap interface. Then they send their intended swap over Waku, and servers listen for it, calculate a solution, which may involve using specific bridges, let's say cross-chain, bridges, and send it back to the user, /web app. Web app then select the best solution for the user. Okay. Prepare a monorepo where we have a React web app that is Uniswap. Okay. So we want a monorepo with a web app, React, the server node, Node.js, and potentially smart contract. Give me a plan on how you are going to organize monorepo Any other question I need to answer before we create the files? So yeah, so I'm thinking actually, on Stellar, the address system is different than Ethereum. So you probably have the user to connect to both the Stellar and their linear account. So they can receive from, like send to and receive from.
So the Stellar addresses are not the Ethereum EVM.
Yeah, no, it looked different. It looked different. But from what I looked, the RPC API is very similar. Yeah, all right, let's have a look. So which blockchain? I use Waku V2 or V3. There is no such thing as Waku V3. That's very...
Oh, lordy. Who
Okay.
taught you this?
Yeah, who taught you? All right, so we support... Ooh. Keep playing. All right, okay. So apps, web server, packages. That's a very complex structure. Okay, so I'm just reading the proposal from Claude here. So when connection, yeah, I don't like, maybe we can do WAGMI. That's fine. Content creation, local message, yeah, solution, yeah, that's good. Message, yeah, bridge integration. So I don't think we're going to get into the bridge integration today, but we'll see what we can do with smart contracts. Yeah, we do definitely need some shared libraries. That's good. All right, so let's do keep the structure simpler by having apps libraries package. The web app needs to connect to linear wallet and Stellar wallet. That will be prioritize. Yeah. Yes, we need a common package for protobuf message definition. I will handle the Waku integration myself. Propose a plan to just create the folder structure. I will guide you through the functional selecting. Okay, I just wanted to create an initial folder structure because sometimes you can just send it and just like works, for an hour and just do things. So let's look at the new plan. So I'm thinking, let's first maybe trying to get it to connect to a Stellar wallet, and then we can look into Waku. Okay, let's have a look. All right, so, okay, much simpler. Package, web app, solver, and protobuf stuff. Okay, it's a much simpler. Turbo repo. I don't know turbo repo. Why not? I don't know that. Okay. PNPM and turbo repo. Sure. Vite React. Well, sure, why not? Okay. New technology. I'm trying new stuff as well. I haven't played with Vite too much. I've done PNPM in the past, and Turbo. That's interesting. Like here, Okay, let's see. Let's see what Cloud does.
Vite is like a node framework. One of the node Next.js
No,
type
it's like
thing or something else.
it is like React. It's like a framework. It's a web framework. It's front end. It's front end. Like why is it React and Vite? I thought it was one or the other. I mean, I'm definitely here. It works with React. Okay, I'm definitely showing my lack of knowledge on JS front end, which is now the main reason why I use Vibe coding, because I've never been a front end guy. All right.
Looks cool enough.
Okay, so things are being built here. I've heard Turbo repo, but usually I just use npm in a mono repo. That's how we can always ask it to trash everything if needed. Okay, so far, so good. Yeah, create some packages. Okay, I think the first thing I'm going to ask it is just have a connect wallet button. And see if we can connect to Stellar. So if I bring my screen in here, this little guy here on the right is Frighter, yes, Frighter. So which is a Stellar wallet extension. You can see here 10,000. Don't know if you can see it here. 10,000 lumen. Stellar lumen is ready on the testnet network, ready to play with. On testnet, connected up. So the first step would be to connect the wallet. The Stellar wallet. This is that first step, connect Stellar wallet. Okay, so you're creating packages now. Let's have a look here. Okay, cool. There is a Vite preview in place, so we can see live what's going on. It's good. Still working. Yeah, maybe we can search at the same time. What is the difference? What's the difference between like cross-chain swap and intent? I feel like the cross-chain swap is just you do the swap. But
I wonder if it's not. I wonder if cross-chain swap isn't saying the same thing without using the word intent.
All right, so yeah, cross-chain swaps. You can swap token A on chain X for token B on chain Y. You can use bridges, wrap tokens, atomic swaps. I used to do atomic swap stuff. So intent, the desired outcome specification, you express that you want to achieve. I want 100 USDC on Polygon. Yeah, okay, rather than hard. Yeah. All right. So the intent is that, yeah, I agree with that. So just bringing quickly the CLOD window here. So you desire outcome specification. You express that you want to achieve. I want 100 USDC on Polygon. And you don't say how to do it, right? And then the solver network compete to fulfill, right? So the idea is to have a solver network here on over Waku. And solver can use any combination of bridges, DEXs, or other protocol to achieve your goal. Yeah. So like solution can be complex, right? Solution could be they are going to swap your USDC for ETH on the origin chain, and then move the ETH on. You can use a bridge to move your ETH from Ethereum to Linear, and then on this, then you do another swap on another DEX, and then a bridge again, or use the cross-chain DEX, the solver can use any solutions that are available. And then at the end of the day, for the user, it's more a question of of the cost, right? And each solution may use different gas, may have different prices, with the bridge. And also very timely, right? Because as a solver, you come with a solution which may assume a specific price on a specific bridge, or a specific price on a specific DEX, and that can change over time, right? All right. Cool. So we have, so our solver is our Node.js, simple Node.js node, backend. We have some protobuf definition for, I already did some stuff here for the message being sent over Waku in terms of communicating between the web app and the solver. All right, so let's log this in. Yeah. So I'm just going to commit that first. Will I be able to commit? Okay, I will not. Let me just do that in a different window. Just give me one sec.
Security is purity, as everyone knows. Folks, if you are wherever you might be watching on X or YouTube, a like, share, subscribe is very much appreciated. And if you have a question about what is being hacked together here, please leave it in any of the chats that you have access to. We can see it.
Okay, I may have leaked my my seed for my testnet token. Don't steal my testnet token, people. I'm
Oh, no.
I need them for the next few hours. All right. Okay, so let's start with the web app. I want a connect. So I want a Uniswap field. What field? For now, focus in providing a connect button as the top right of the window to connect my Stellar wallet and display my current balance and use Stellar testnet chain parameters. Okay. All right. Stellar. Okay, Freighter API, that looks good because I'm using the Freighter wallet. Let's just trust it for now. I'm going to check my my dev docs on the side here to see if it's similar. Okay, my dev docs says to use a different wallet kit. Let's see. Okay, if it doesn't work, I already know what action to go to. So it should be I think nowadays, right, guys? I mean, we should do that for Waku as well. But if you produce any kind of doc, there should be a button to just download the Markdown of your doc, so you can just give it to the AI. But actually, no, that's good actually, because their doc are. So I shared the link in the tweet. But their doc are on GitHub, and hence I have access to the Markdown, which is good. Good job, Stellar. Open source doc, easy to dev frontend. There you go. So I have the Markdown. Good. Ready to copy paste for Claude if needed. All right. Okay, it's building stuff. In the meantime, let's see if I can start the preview. I guess preview button. All right, just grab Node 22. We need to build first. Okay. Okay, no, it's not big yet. All right, we're not ready to preview. We're not ready to preview just yet. Okay. So you install some Stellar SDK. Let's look at the code. Okay, connecting our wallet, collect our wallet. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's what we want. Connect button. All right. Okay. Swap card. It's working hard right now. So
do it, Claude.
Can do it. So if you look at the connect button, use wallet. Let's jump. Use context, wallet context. Okay. All right, so it's connected. So he's using some API actually from the Freighter API. So what I think what we are learning here is that we're using very a library specific to Freighter, which is one browser extension for Stellar. And you could do something more generic according to the Stellar docs, which would work with more wallets, but I guess good enough for now. Grab the wallet. Yeah, use the wallet provider. So that's very similar to Ethereum. Grab the balancer account. Okay. Let's just install the extension. Yeah. Sounds about right so far. Okay, so I think it's done. All right. Okay, so he says, I'm done. All right. Let's follow the comments. I don't need to follow the comments. Actually, I can just right click on things. He's saying, all right, install. Run pnpm install. Okay. Dev. Where is my all right. Let's run dev. Okay. It's running. Yeah, look at that. Oh. Look at that. I mean,
and there it is.
That's quite good. We're there. We're getting there. Pool explore, so we don't really need the pool and explore stuff. Let's have a look at what he says. Okay, so yeah, install the Freighter app. So I have that. All good. Testnet. Yeah, that's correct. Actually, yeah, that's good. I do have some tokens. Yeah, all right, so I'm going to give it some edit while I play with that. So remove pull and explore tabs from the header. Yeah, change title to intents on Waku with Stellar. All right. Why does that? I'm going to click the connect button. Fail to connect wallet. Ooh. Let's have a look. Gatekeeper key is not a function. All right, so I wonder if I'm going to, I could try to make it use. Okay. Let's try something, guys. So one thing I've been playing with lately is MCP. So browser MCP, more specifically. So basically the idea is to give to Claude, I had to use Brave here, is to give to Claude the ability to control a browser page. So you can control a browser page, so this page, and check, like test the UI itself, check for errors itself. And I don't have to tell it, oh, here's an error, you know, you can see the error itself. So yeah, I think, let's have a look. Do you have access to browser MCP? No. Okay. I think let's try actually. All right. So let's close our browser, and the command I can see here is. Let's see if I can copy paste that. Okay. Okay, let's do MCP. Okay, I think I may have to close Claude and restart it. I get the instructions so far. So the idea is to give Claude this tab, and Claude can open the web page here, click buttons, take screenshots, look at the console log. And basically, so I have less work to do, right? So I'm just going to ask Claude to update the instructions. Just is up to date. I'm going to close Claude and restart Claude and see if he can access. Oh wait, no, sorry, the MCP. No, I was in the right folder. Yeah, I was in the right folder. Okay, so it's per folder. So it's crafting. Let's try again. Oh, this result, I think. Yeah, no, connect mode didn't work. Yeah, give me key. Yeah, okay. Go on, Claude. Okay. Use to memorize shortcut to quickly add to Claude. Okay, cool. Okay. Let's look at MCP. Yes, we have the browser MCP. Excellent. So I think it's going to be on this tab. All right. Keep this kick. Open the web app using the browser MCP. Let's see if he knows what we're talking about here. Yeah, no. I have already started the development. So in the background, you just need to open the browser app using browser MCP. It was just added this command. So yeah, it's still running. So that's good. Okay. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. There you go. Edit it. All right. Try to connect to wallet. Wait. So no, wait. I don't have the extension here, do I? Damn. All right. Be patient with me. Because now I have to set up. I set myself up on. Oh wait. On Firefox, but I don't think it works on Firefox. Yes, I do like to try to make my life harder all the time. All right.
By using Firefox?
By using my Firefox, yeah. Make my life harder by using Firefox. Extension, let's do it. Okay, so in short, yeah, so that's got cool now, because if actually you can see the point, all right? So try to connect to wallet, to connect to the wallet using connect wallet button. Fix any error you may see in the console log. All right, so I don't want him to tell me, oh, I don't have the Freighter extension. Like, that's not the problem. The problem is that I'm using some function that doesn't exist. So let's see if you can fix that. And I'm going to go off screen to just install the Freighter app in the meantime. Yeah. Here. Oh, you can see he moved the mouse. He clicked the button.
Yeah.
It's getting the error. I'm going to click that for him. Yes. Do always get the console log. Excellent job, Claude. So that's quite cool. All right. A new window, a new secret window. So I'm setting up the Freighter web app in Brave outside the screen. Of course, I have to enter my testnet passphrase. Yeah, edit stuff. Entering 12 words, my favorite activity.
Folks, wherever you might be watching the stream now, you can ask questions in the chat, and we will see it. Also, a like and subscribe and retweet and share is very much appreciated. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So actually, yeah, a window just popped up.
Whoa.
Claude getting in my way. So yes, that's good. Because it looks like it worked. Because as I was entering the CEDA, this window just popped up. because yeah, Claude clicked the button and opened the wallet, which is not yet set up. So, all right, import. Okay, I think it's working. So I'm just waiting for the. Let's go that for now. Trying to import the wallet. Okay, sorry, people, just be patient with me. Frighter is not enjoying my passphrase for some reason. So I difficulty with that here. Let's try one more time. Good. I think we are good. Try again. So where is the wallet here? Frighter here. Yes. All right. Account one. Boom. Ah, yes, of course I don't have. With testnet. Bam. All right. And we have our 10,000 testnet money there on account one. Okay. All right. Yeah, I want to click the button myself. Connect wallet. Oh, there you go. Connect wallet. Frighter is in. Click connect. Fail to connect. All right. Getting there. Yes, Claude, you can look at the API, the Frighter API. Now Claude is looking at the Frighter API. So what's going on, Claude? What's going on? All right. So if you join recently, so what's happening now is that we have first web app here. We're trying to connect Stellar Wallet. And Claude has control on this bottom web page. So right now he's trying to investigate. Okay, let's just give on that. Okay. Here are documentation. We need a Stellar web app. Easy to choose the right package and API to connect to a web wallet. Okay, so I copy pasted the whole markdown for the Stellar dev doc I shared earlier. Okay, so yeah, so that's Stellar Wallet Kit, yeah, is what the doc says. So let's use that. Yeah, that looks more like the documentation. Yes. Okay, so yeah, we are 1 hour in. Um, no, we produced more last time.
Ha! But it's so nice and well scaffolded now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's previous one was just, one index HTML. I felt like for this one, we will be limited by having everything in one file. It would be a bit too
Would it
cumbersome.
be useful at this point if we were using this as a checkpoint to ask Claude to create a new um, instruction command, like a one-shot command that includes all of the updates, or let's say like the code base and the state that it is now, for it to produce an instruction so we can get back to this point, let's say in one shot, or someone could, let's say.
Yes, there is compact. Compact is a command you might want to use. I haven't yet used this command.
Compact.
Oh no, I just entered it. Let me completely rewrite the word content. Okay, I always going to test it. Oh, look at him refreshing the browser. Let me check the command is still running there. Yeah, it's still running there. Yes, there's error on the console. Okay, so it's grabbing the error from the console. Right. Still it's running the server. It's pressing F5. Doing the classic developer thing. All right, hit F5 again. Refresh until it works. Trying to check his console log. It's being digital born. He's not. I don't know. He's not checking the console log. I don't know why he's not checking his console log. All right, run the dev environment yourself. Okay, I'm doing it. So, broke few things here. So I'll use the dev command. Yeah, I was like, yeah, let's start with Roku. I can, I can make it work. All right, so I'm getting it to run the dev server itself in the background, so you can check the error produced by the dev itself. Yeah, I'm getting sure I put. We had something working. Okay, it's working again. Nice. Yeah, upload. Okay, conclude. All right, clicking this button. Yes. All right, click wait connect. And take a screenshot, I guess. Look at it. Just oh, it worked. Look, it's connected, and you can see my money. Well done, Claude. Oh, this is a miracle. I mean, truly, it is truly a miracle. Oh, Stellar Connect. Well done. Well done. Man, cause is magic. All right, so we're going to see that. Okay. All right. So, enable the selection of this only for the destination. Yeah, there's some sort of walkthrough. Now I'm realizing that I may or may not have Sepolia East. Yeah, great. That's fine. Let's move to Waku and just stand the intent of Waku. Just going to let it use the email address for now. Sepolia account. based on UI changes. Let's have a look at the protobuf we created earlier. So the intent, ID, user address. Okay. One token. Okay. Right. Good. So far. Now we can choose this here as a target token. I can put the money, numbers. That's not the end UI. Most likely the end UI will be to choose how much ETH you want to have. Or you want to choose the amount of target token. As we discussed earlier, in terms of what is an intent comparing to Gaussian swap. It's clicking on stuff, confirm it works. Good job. Get it again, like tapping some numbers. Tapping an amount. Good job. Okay. So our user functionality swap button. We need to use Protobuf to generate a payload that will be sent to Waku, add some to instructions for the Waku session, and looking at your Protobuf base. Need different data. Also only specific to amount from what can. All right, so now we're getting into the interesting part. Fixing up the Protobuf. But what I had was quite simple and easy, just making it just not quite a bit. I don't have the perfect mind just yet. I think about as well. Sometimes it's very how you say that? It's always doing a bit more. It's like looking specifying writing code for things we haven't yet discussed. It's a bit too eager sometimes. All right, so sorting out Protobuf. So just Protobuf. What is Protobuf? It's just a format, like a payload format, right? So we specify the data we want to include in the payload. So here, for example, intent, some ID for this intent. for future reference. From address and from chain, which in our case would be Stellar and testnet. What are the variable tokens? Because the idea is that you say, here are the tokens I have, and it's here what I want. You say what I want, what you have, and then solution is proposed on that. And destination for now, just one destination, which is one address, one chain, token, the amount. Deadline, why not? Maxi page. Probably need that, but for now, it's a bit, I think it's a bit too much.
99%.
I think we're a bit early on here too for the C page. I think we have other problems to solve beforehand, but I guess the C page is very important. What I expect is the user will be able to verify. Like I don't know. Again, we're just vibe coding something here. It's a quick POC. From a UX perspective, I guess ideally if you can put a C page. Well, no, because you don't specify your from. Now you have to have a solution. I think the user has to have a solution. I don't know. Or is there a C page, or is there like a maximum number of tokens you want to be used? I don't know. All right, so now starting. So looking at this protobuf stuff. So starting as so we have a protobuf package here. And it's sorting out the index.ts and exporting the protobuf definitions, which will be used by both the web app and the Node app to communicate. Okay, and I'm going to touch buttons. Generate package. Okay, produce some protobuf code. Not sure I understand why it's JSON here and not. That's protobuf stuff. Huh. Okay, from JSON. Okay, sure, why not? Solr. We don't need Solr just yet. Okay, some header functions to manipulate JSON. Why not? Okay, now we have a web SRC services Waku. What do we in Waku? I don't need personal topic. I told you I would do the integration myself. Sometime, Claudia. That's fine. And by doing the integration myself, what I actually mean is copy pasting a different repo I have. Yes, actually, I have that ready here. Okay. I have some issue with the generated code. So yeah, so now with the MCP browser, it can directly see the errors and is able to take action on that and just fix things up. So that's interesting. So like when I do some vibe coding like that, it's more and more side task, right? Because I have to like get something to Claude, and it can do its own feedback now. It can check itself if the feature works on the website. So it does mean I switch kind of like context quite often because I will be working on something else. And then maybe after 10 minutes, looking at Claude and say, okay, what's happening here? And it's done or not, and then back to the app. Because he saw here there's an error with how he set up the file generation and the package and whatnot. So he's going to try to fix it himself. I guess that's why AI is good for coding, because you have these feedback loops. Testing, browser MCP, like the end goal, this works. You give it an end goal. If you better you specify the end goal, more likely to be able to reach this end goal in the way you want. Okay. Because in here, right, it's clicking around. Selecting token. Taking screenshot. Selecting stuff. Clicking buttons. Entering an amount. Just waiting for Claude. It's like science, because I'm just waiting for Claude to do things. All right. Enter the amount. Good. Let's see if I can. I actually didn't look at the code that much. I was just like, yeah. Just watching. I feel like, I'm doing some road work. When you have one guy digging and three guys looking at the one digging. So I feel right now.
I call that the American way.
Claude is sweating. I'm just enjoying my coffee. My coffee is finished, actually.
All right, Claude is working harder than any of us.
It says working. Look at that. Perfect. It's working. I can see the intent was created and broadcast with ID. I don't know how he broadcast it, but sure. Okay. All right. Let's tell it. Okay. So let's commit what he has done so far. So it's and payload. Encoded. All right. So for workflow integration, use the following code as inspiration. And I will give you a specific version of Quit execute to use as example code. Actually, yeah, version for quit. Okay. I will give you a specific version of Waku SDK to use as an example. Uses a local bundle you don't have. All right. And then paste. All right. So I'm just copy pasting the last Vibecode project, how to do the Waku integration. I'm using an ongoing PR I have that wraps up things nicely in Waku. So the PR is not fully available yet. There's still more work to be done. Which is why we want to apply for a grant to the Stellar community to help us fund the work to be done. Use Artwork with SDK. Big version, so just like so I have if you check out the JS Waku repo, I have a PR in my name. I'm trying to wrap up things nicely to just have like a very easy way to use JS Waku with end-to-end reliability, where you send a message and you get some feedback that the message was received by other parties. So here in this case, it would be like the user send a message and the solver will send some sort of act to say, okay, yeah, we did receive the message here. Yeah, I can install Waku SDK the correct version. That's the code I gave it to it. What version did I say? Oh yes, so I told you which version to use, which is using the right version. That's good. All right, now I want to to look at what is it doing with the Waku code.
What will Claude do with Waku?
Yeah, update Waku TS. All right. Storyboarding. Okay. So look. So for example, like, here, so you do need to specify what a content topic on Waku to flag the messages for your application so that your apps know what to look at. Don't need a pub subtopic. That's why I'm saying kind of like one of those things we're trying to simplify. Don't need to think about the pub subtopic and things like that, which is more for routing concern, for scalability and things like that. The idea is you should be able to basically, intent to bytes, yeah, encode it using protobuf, send it over Waku with a content topic. And that's what we're trying to get. And then we can try to jump. The last 30 minutes, we can try to jump to the solver and listen for new intents and see if we can, simulate some calculation. All right, let's have a look at the code. Let's have a look at the code. So all right, so okay, intent and code there, initialize. So starter create like node. You don't really need to specify bootstrap peers. Okay, let's have a look. There you go. Let's have a look at this code together. Yeah, so you don't need. All right, so he went for one content topic for intent, one for solutions, and pub subtopic. So we probably want to encrypt the solutions. I don't know, like kind of, so you can play with encryption, but probably want to use one content topic. We don't have to use 15 content topic. Use one content topic for all Waku messages. Do not specify a pub subtopic. Oh yeah, so you don't need a bootstrap here. We had issue with Waku Network lately because we upgraded our smart contract. It's working now. Waku Network is working. I've been playing with it. Especially last week, I was still wanted to do my code change. I was dogfooding it with my video chat app. But I do run a node myself, so I like to add my node among the Bootstrap peer, kind of as a backup, and also to see, like, for example, areas my node was done, so it was a good way to see, okay, when done is done, what's going on. So initialize it. So yeah, so you create a light node. Default Bootstrap just connects to the Waku Network. Here it adds my node. Don't have to do that. Start the node. So it's interesting here because I'm pretty sure my example doesn't have. So that's an old deprecated way of doing things. We've been changing Waku to be much more event-driven. So you start the node, and you get some event to tell you, okay, it's connected now, or it's received a message, or a message was acknowledged. Yeah, you don't need to specify a purple topic here for the encoder decoder. You don't need like 15 encoder and decoders. So it's going to change that now. I'm going to tell it to not use. Instead, only rely on disconnection event as per the example I gave you. To add a disconnected button to the UI as per for Waku, as per the example I gave you. All right. There you go. So yeah, you just need content topic, one encoder and decoder to encode messages for Waku and decode them. Yeah, so that's good. So now we have. So yeah, so at the moment we use DP2P inside Waku to know if you're connected and disconnected. This is not ideal. Actually, Sasha just did a recent fix because we have a health event to tell you the health of Waku. Sasha did a recent change. Actually, I haven't played with it yet. So we should be able to move away from counting peers and things like that and just be able to do this.node.events.listener and just listen for health. And then the health will tell you connected, disconnected. Yeah, so that's something which is quite fresh. Okay, broadcast intent. All right. Message wrapper. Okay. Encode intent. Okay. Oh, yeah, the intent. Okay. Here is the intent. So the intent. Encode the intent payload. And then, yeah, this.node is encoder. That looks good. Sasha, again, is working right now to remove this part, the light push part. Doesn't really matter to the developer what we use. So you can just do this.node.send. I think I saw PR actually being opened there. Check for failures. So yeah, we're enticing here to add some a listener to say, oh, I received an hack for that, but that's fine. So he's still tackling some of the change ask. Okay, cool. Then subscribe to solution. So yeah, so we don't need to have solution decoder, but okay. You subscribe. I have a callback here. I've tried to move away from callbacks as well and just have events. I don't need to subscribe anymore, actually. Cloud. All right, so you'll see something, decode it, and show it. Okay. That should be mostly fine. So let's see what Cloud is doing. I'm just going to show what Cloud is finishing that. I'm just going to show another piece of code to kind of like show you how we expect Cloud to do things, right? So that's a quick, very simple chat app. I can show you. Actually, I can run it. in there, right? So the chat app here, it's connected. I can move that out of the way, I think, somehow. Can send messages. I'm going to open that. It's a very basic chat app. Yeah, and you can see what's interesting here is that it has double ticks. So you get like some acknowledgements that someone received a message. So you could say, I'm going to close the other window, send hola, one tick, and that's it. Because there's no other participant at the moment that can say, yes, your message was sent across the network and I received it. And if I open the app in different window and have another user join in, the user joins in, finds the message, and if you, yeah, there you go, and you can see it's double tick now. All right, because another user joined in, actually receive your messages. So very basic stuff. And so if you look at how Waku is used in there, it's 30. So I gave it to it, so you could like use the same way. So that's the same, right? Create light node, encoder, decoder. But we're using reliable channel. So I don't know why it didn't go with the reliable channel, because that's the example I gave it, right? And so the reliable channel, you go have an encoder and decoder, and then you can add listeners for the event, message received, and you can handle that. Message sent to be aware of message being sent. Same thing for the peer connect disconnect. Peer connection. We should simplify that. So when you send message, it's going to add a listener to say for this message. So okay, we're going to send a message. I'm going to have the listener, so I know when it's sent, so I can change it to the little wheel of death to one tick. And the one says acknowledge, so I can have a double tick as I send a message. So that's how I want it to be used. And same thing with this reliable channel wrapper, you don't have to subscribe to anything. You just create the channel, and so you just listen to events for incoming messages. So I would like it to use this API, but that's ideally. But for now, let's just have a look. So cool. So Waku is connected, right? Showing some random. Decided to show some random data here. We don't really care about, but yeah, connected to peers. Waku is working. That's good. I don't know whether there's a disconnect button. I wouldn't want to disconnect from Waku. That's the first time that I have Claude telling me, hey, I wish I have a disconnect button so that the user doesn't work.
What a concept.
Yeah, I mean, why not? Yeah, not really something I would be doing. Let's do it. I'm going to tell you to use your reliable channel. Okay. let's try to have something a bit interactive here. So if we have the variable channel as well, we can let's add an indicator that a message was sent, or that the intent was sent over Waku after clicking clicking the button. Oh, clicking the button to change in the button name. The button name to, it's not swap, right? To broadcast to get solution. Okay. So I need to add an indicator. So we send, when you click the button, some indicator that it was sent, and then we can go and jump on the solver side and see if we can decode and show something on the command line that we received an intent. Okay, so yeah, so it's using a reliable channel, which I think is going to simplify things, because yeah, you can just have event listeners. Good. Yes, because I gave it a full example here. I didn't really use it fully as expected. I've told it, hey, use the example. I don't know why he came up with some ideas like that. Why is there a connect to Waku button? Why?
It's a network. It wants to connect to it.
Yeah, remove the connect to Waku button. Automatically connect to automatically initialize.
Maybe like a connected indicator, a green or red or something like that.
But that is a connected indicator. I don't know if you can see it here.
Oh, it's slightly blurry, but that I can see it now. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's
better. But when's the web page open? Okay. There you go. Creating intent. Processing. Waiting for solver solution via Waku. Okay, cool. There you go. All right. Intent sent over Waku. Bam. Cool. All right, let's jump to the solver. Listen. Set up the solver to listen to Waku using reliable channel the same way you did it in the web app. Show when an intent is received. Show the details of the intent in the CLI or in the terminal of the server. Okay. Okay. So you jump into the server now. So you can enter some numbers here. Click swap. Audience engine. creating intent, send over Waku, and then waiting for solution. So installing Waku in the server side. So the server node was listening to a port. Yeah. Let's see. Didn't really need Express. Okay, so he's writing the code. He's thinking about the code to write in the server. Yeah, so where he does that, we can send swaps here. You can see here payload size is being sent over Waku. I guess some indication. Probably want to see, because then it disappear. Probably want to see, what are your pending swaps? It's connected to Waku. It says 5 peers. Maybe it's correct. Who knows? If we look at our WebSocket here, I can see. We have the number of peers. It's way off the number of peers. So that's good. There. All right, so you have some code. So look at the code. WakuTS. All right, so content topic, okay, bootstrap here, same thing. Initialize, create light node. We're good. Start, encoder, decoder, reliable channel. So you have to have an ID for your instance. So that will have to change so that each instance has their own ID. Just to track who you want to acknowledge your own messages and things like that. The channel ID. Okay. Setup console log, so showing stuff on the console. Oh, look, it's starting it. I say some bugs. If we jump to message listeners, okay, message received, you handle it. If you send a message, solution sent. And when it's acknowledged, all right. And incoming message. All right, so it's getting ready here to show. Okay, that should be fun. I'm going to let it fix this up so you can compile and run. And then we can run it in our own console here. And server boss, the boss use the local protobuf. Different doc swap and here's a different. Okay, so we run this. It's broken. It's not there yet. Okay, so it's getting now the same errors I'm getting here. Yeah, I think we might just be just in time to have the intense center Waku.
It feels like it feels like it might happen.
It might happen, yeah. No, the challenge is, I think I should have given. So, like, just trying to do a mini retrospective, like we are, 10 minutes to the end. I should have given it the docs from Stellar straight away. It was good because I was able to copy paste the Markdown file for the Stellar docs actually from their GitHub. I should have set up my Brave. I should have thought about, okay, we're going to use MCP browser and set up that straight on. So it took some time to transfer the extension across. And then I'm surprised that I gave it an example app that uses the Waku API as I wanted to use it, and I didn't really leverage it. I already have a 2 items. So the idea is that once I can merge this PR and I have this reliable channel stuff done, my next step will have to produce like a Markdown file, like lms.txt, so I can just say to the AI, that's how you use Waku.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
that's definitely on the to-do list. Otherwise, Vite, Turbo sounds to work fine. It's having issue with Protobuf, but I would have issue with Protobuf as well, so I don't really. You know what? Let me tell you something. Inspire yourself. I gave you to manage. So again, right? So in the example I give it, there is Protobuf stuff done and it works. So here, proto schema here being done. I will use Protobuf JS here, and it works, and it's fine. I think there is a couple of Protobuf libraries available. It's going to be a bit tricky sometimes. So what proto library is he using? He's using Protobuf JS. So I don't know. It's better safe from the example I gave you to manage Protobuf. All right, so what is he doing then? Okay, so looking at the conversation from let me read the examples provided earlier in the conversation. Simple Protobuf, okay. So the Protobuf in my example is just JavaScript. Here we're using TypeScript, so I don't know how good the TypeScript support is on my example. So look. See, Waku is pretty stable. It looks pretty stable. Is it actually stable? I don't know. It looks pretty stable. Connected to peers. Restarting the node connecting to peer quite fast. It's restarting the node because the code is changing in the background. So as a web server restarts the code. All right. Okay, no, he's not happy. Okay, it's a help CRUD. Let's do a quick search on Protobuf JS. and see what is the up-to-date documentation on this one and give it to Claude. Sometimes train with stuff which can be maybe a bit odd. API, I mean, 7.5.4 is the latest version, so that's correct. Let's jump into the protobuf.js repo to do the same thing, copy paste the markdown file. Oh, is it working now? Oh, it's working. Oh, no, it's not working.
Error.
I think it's working, and then you will see a message.
Invalid wire type?
No, that's protobuf encoding, decoding stuff. So, whoa. Yeah, it's testing it. It's creating an intent on this. All right. Claude doing end-to-end test. Yeah, you can see at the bottom of the screen here is clicking buttons, entering amount. I'm going to close this actually. Server here. Oh, should I? I should be able to. Okay, I'm also running. So I'm also running this command line. I think Claude must be running command line as well. I think it's fine if we both run command line. We should be able to see the same thing on both. He's saying that something broke. Okay, I'm going to click the button for Claude. Sent. Nah, nothing display here. So close. I think it's getting some other problems. Okay. It's back to doing end-to-end test. It would be nice to have a quick win at the end.
We got time on the scoreboard.
Yeah, quick win swap. I see click swap button. Now it's going to check on the CLI. I guess it's running in the background. You can see here 2 bash is running. Scroll down and tap enter. Yeah, there is the server running. View details. Not STD available. Yeah, it's getting the error here about the reader. Okay. Let's maybe do a 2-minute overtime, see if he can resolve this protobuf encoding decoding. I think
on my board we have 3 minutes if we're really trying to do it in under 2, so we're not even in overtime yet.
So yeah, I feel like, and that's one thing, right? To improve the setup, I feel like having a number of .md file ready to go and say, here's the latest doc on protobuf.js, here's the latest doc on Waku, here's the latest doc on Stellar, might be very helpful to to the LLM, like to avoid potential problems. Yeah. Okay, doing some web changes now, like focus CLOD. Yeah, I'm still getting this error here. Okay. I think we're going to call it quit for now. So we reached a point where we believe is able to send messages over Waku with the intent encoded in a protobuf payload. But the main issue is that it's a decoding side on Node.js for the protobuf thing. Yeah, I think another learning here is that I think it's quite cool to give the MCP browser to CLOD because you can testing yourself, but I think it makes it a bit more boring on the live feed now because I'm doing less, right? I'm just letting it do things. So it's almost like you could have like a live feed going for hours. Like I could do a day of work where I just have one screen, just CLOD, and you could just stream the whole day and just let CLOD do his thing, and then me intervening, every 10, 20 minutes, being like, okay, so what are you doing now? And you can say, look, I can click buttons and it all works, what's next? There's the point of MCP, right? Is that you can give more tools to CLOD and or to your LLM, to your agent, give it more tools, and it can be more independent. You can just do more things by itself. And it's concept of coding. So I did another project, and I could have CLOD create some test. I verify the test and say, okay, now create the code to make the test pass, and you can run the test, try to get green everywhere, and just iterate without me. That's fine when you build library, but if you do web UI, then you want to have this kind of end-to-end UI testing. So yeah, so it's still playing around, like getting screenshot. I don't know if it's touching the web thing. Why is he touching the web thing? Should be fixing the error on the back, CLOD. Okay, make the server work. All right, I think we just
just do it.
it's like it's nice use of emojis, listening on topic, but then boom, something breaks. Okay, well, it was fun. Well, I said no, let's do 2 hours because it's going to be challenging. It did take some time, and we're not fully there yet. Did I prove my point? Is it a good proof of concept?
I think so. I think we got pretty close, it would appear, as well.
I don't know how much I proved today. We may want to do another one in a couple of weeks, maybe.
I think you got very close to proving the integration works and is viable.
Yeah. Yeah, no, yeah.
With less human interaction. Well, thank you very much, Frank, for taking us through that journey, and perhaps we'll have a part 2 for the people.
Yeah. If you just need one person to ask for it.
The instructions are clear. The instructions are clear. All right. 5 seconds ago. Quick recap
yeah, quick recap is we're trying to demonstrate that you can use Waku as a neutral communication layer for intents. A user comes in, the user says they want token X on chain Y. I want some USDC on linear. Oh, there's MetaMask token now. There's a MetaMask stablecoin, right? So MUSD, sorry, on linear, and I have some USDC on Base. I have some Lumens on Stellar. I have some ETH on Ethereum, right? We send that over the Waku network, and then solvers can listen and say, okay, this guy wants 100 MUSD on linear, and he has all these tokens. Here is a solution I can propose where it's going to pay that much gas because we're using these bridges, we're using these dexes, and so the solver can come up with solutions, send a solution back to the user, and probably the user approve, and it goes on chain. It's happening. So that's the target. Quick recap is it took us some time to connect to a Stellar wallet because I set up in Firefox and not in Brave. And also, Claude was using some old instructions for that. So I had to copy paste the latest documentation and give it to Claude. He made it work. I also I use MCP browser. So I know it's a browser MCP. You can see it here. I can't see this anymore, but browser MCP, a cool extension that gives Claude the ability to screenshot and interact with your browser, with the page on the browser, load the page, so load the web app, interact with it, check the console log, verify its changes. So that's very cool, and we made that work. We integrated Waku. I gave an example to Claude, but he got confused, so definitely need to give more succinct instructions on the Waku API. And then we had protobuf. We had some issues with protobuf, basically generating the message, encoding it, sending over the network. This seems to work, but we were not able to decode the protobuf into the solver side. Solver being the little Node.js CLI application. Yeah. So I think it was cool using new technology. I strongly recommend everyone to play with browser MCP, to play with Waku, of course, to check out Stellar as well, very interesting ecosystem and project, and check Linear as well. It's very cool. Yeah. If you have questions, maybe we can follow up if people are keen to have it following up.
If there's just one person that asks for the second part of this, then it will be our bond. Thank you, Frank.
Awesome.
Everyone, check out
Thank you, Jeff.
waku.org if you have not yet. docs.waku.org. And we will see you bright and early to my morning tomorrow with our next Vibe Code stream with Waku Research Engineer SP.
Awesome.
I'll see you in less than 12 hours. This has been the Waku Vibe Code stream. And thank you very much, folks. We'll